Hello, welcome to Arsenal Match TV. My name is Tops, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Premier League game Arsenal 2, Burnley 1. Now, I've just finished watching the game, and Jesus, my heart is pounding. But let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the top. The team news, it was the same team that beat Swansea 4-0. There was no changes, but we've seen quite a few new faces, faces that have been injured on the substitute bench. Coquelin, Gibbs and Bellerin all returned from injury, and they were all on the bench to make it look like a strong bench from Arsenal's perspective. Burnley, they set up 4-4-2 with Barnes and Andy Gray up front, and the game started. I think Burnley started the better of the two teams. Early on, they were, playing long ball, route one, trying to put balls in the box, trying to, unsettle Mustafi and Koscielny, the two centre backs for Arsenal, and they were really trying to create chances from set pieces. They were getting a few corners and just putting crosses in there, and Arsenal didn't really have a response to that. They tried to defend and clear their lines, but it did seem towards the start of the game, it was just last-minute challenges to try and stop Burnley from opening the scoring. Arsenal at the other end, they were slow, as I said, and I think they gradually got better towards the end of the half. Alexis Sanchez, he had a few shots at goal as well. Mesut Ozil, he had a shot that was smartly saved by Tom Heaton. He pushed it around the post for an Arsenal corner. We had a couple of corners, which Burnley did defend quite well. But the first half, Burnley, they did look threatening. I said probably in the first 15 to 20 minutes, but Arsenal, they probably took more of the ascendancy the later the half went on, and they ended up with 74% possession. I think they had something like 14 shots, but only 3 on target in that first half. As I said, we were creating chances. We were trying to shoot from outside the box. But nothing really apart from that Ozil shot that I said that Tom Heaton pushed around the post. Nothing really to trouble Tom Heaton, really. So probably overall, Arsene Wenger and the Arsenal fans were a little bit frustrated that we didn't create more clear-cut opportunities. Czech didn't really have too much to do. There was a couple of chances where Gray got in behind our defence. I think towards the end of the half, it was in, and Czech made a good save, but he ended up injuring himself a little bit. But he was able to continue after it, so it was all good. But yeah, half time, it was 0-0, and I was thinking, Arsenal, you need to really come out. This is a perfect opportunity to try and close the gap on Chelsea before they play after us. So we really need to come out and try and get that early second half goal. And Arsenal, to be fair to them, they started the second half pretty better than they did the first half, really. More intensity, more quickness in the passing and the playing. Alexis Sanchez trying to have a couple of shots, just blazed it over, just blazed it wide. But we were really trying to, get that opening goal as early as we could. And we did get it around about the 60th mark. It was a corner that came in from Mesut Ozil, and it was a very good header from Mustafi into the far corner to make it 1-0. His first ever goal for Arsenal. What a way to get it, and what a time to get it. As soon as, Burnley were thinking, Arsenal, they were running out of ideas. We actually scored from a set piece. So after all Burnley's very good defending, they're probably going to be disappointed that they conceded from a corner kick. But it was a very good goal, very good header from Mustafi's first of the season, and hopefully he can get many more. So after that, we looked very comfortable. We probably think, yeah, we're going to get another one to try and wrap up the game. And then a moment of madness. I don't know what he was doing, but Granit Xhaka, he loses possession and he literally dives in, both feet off the ground. Referee John Moss, he, has a word with the linesman and gives him a straight red. For me, it is a red card. Everybody knows the rules now. If you leave the ground both-footed, two-footed, you're going to get sent off. And maybe it didn't look like a two-foot challenge, but he did have both of his feet off the ground. And give the referee an excuse just to send you off, and he got sent off. It was a silly challenge. He didn't really need to make it. It was in Burnley's half, so it's not like we were in danger, and he just lost the ball, really, and he was trying to make amends quickly, but he needs to try and cut that out of his game, diving in. I've seen him dive in against Man City, diving against Everton. He really needs to cut that out of his game, because he's going to keep getting more red cards, and because that's his second one of the season, evidently he got sent off against Swansea, which was also from John Moss, funny enough. He's going to miss 4 games, our next 4 games. he's going to miss all of them. So it does leave us quite thin in that midfield area with Santi Cazorla with a long-term injury out, Mohamed El Nene in the African Cup of Nations. So it looks like we're going to have the midfield pivot of Coquelin and Ramsey. So yeah, he had to come off. He was sent off, and Alex Iwobi, who thought had a decent game, he was substituted off for Francis Coquelin. And Burnley, they made a couple of substitutions of their own. They brought Sam Vokes on for that aerial threat and Joey Barton as well. And I thought Burnley, they were pressing and probing for that equalising goal, chucking balls in the box. Sam Vokes was getting to a few. They had a free kick that tipped over the bar, smartly saved by him. And yeah, they were just trying to probe really, getting corners, trying to trouble our back four. And to be fair to our back four, we were heading away. Mustafi, Gabriel, I thought he had a good game, Gabriel. Kashani, they were heading balls away from our box. But towards the end of the second half, you seen that dreaded, additional minutes, and it was 7 minutes. And I couldn't believe it. 7 minutes. I mean, there was an injury to Barnes, but I don't know where he got 7 minutes from. But Burnley's, their persistence of trying to get equaliser, it paid off because they put a ball in the box, and it was Coquelin. He tried to control it instead of just blasting it away from his area, miscontrolled it, and then stuck a leg out to the Burnley player, and John Moss gave a penalty in the 93rd minute. My reaction was, here we go again. Oh my God, Granit Xhaka, he looked like he was going to cost us the game. We gave away a penalty, and Gray, just like he did, looks like he does for Burnley, stuck the penalty away straight down the middle. And yeah, it was 1-1, 94th minute. It looked like we were going to drop points in a weekend where all of our top rivals, they drop points. Man City, Tottenham, Manchester United, Liverpool, they all failed to win. So I just thought this was be a massive missed opportunity. We also seen as well before they got the penalty, Danny Welbeck, he came on for the likes of Olivier Giroud. He looked quite sharp for the 5 minutes he came on, but Hector Bellerin, he came on. But yeah, with 10 men, we tried to get that final winning goal, and it was a ball that came into the box, and it was a very, very high foot on Koscielny. It kicked him straight in the face, and the referee, he gave another penalty. He couldn't believe our luck. He gave another penalty. This is in the 96th minute. Oh, absolute drama. I couldn't believe it. Gave another penalty. It looked at the replays that Koscielny was offside, which is kind of ironic because he scored the goal at Turf Moor earlier this season, which was offside and handball. So there's another pretentious decision against Burnley, and I'm sure Sean Dyche is going to be fuming about that. He definitely was offside, but it was a penalty, even though it was offside. It was a high, dangerous foot. And Alexis Sanchez, he steps up. And to be honest with you, I ain't going to lie to you guys, he has missed his last 2 penalties. His only 2 penalties he's took for us against, I think, QPR and Hull this season as well. But this guy, composed as you like, straight down the middle, delicate chip. Oh, beautiful, beautiful composure to win Arsenal the game in the last seconds, 2-1. I don't know how we did it. Luckily, with 10 men, we managed to win the game in the end after conceding a last-minute penalty. We got a penalty of our own, and we're making a habit of this scoring late goals, especially at the Emirates and away from home as well. So that late goals got us 3 points instead of 1, so you can't argue with that. But, we've got to make sure that we keep this momentum going, and we win the next game with it being the FA Cup next week. But I'm just glad we got the 3 points. My heart can't take any more, but I'm just happy we got the 3 points, 2-1 to Arsenal. That's been my review. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you everyone for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you very much. But thank you, Arsenal. Thank you, Alexis Sanchez. Come on, you Gunners.